Hello, and welcome to another episode of Thomas Talks. Today in the news, we've got a couple interesting things. We've got some tech that big geeks and nerds would really enjoy. And I've actually worked with some of it before, and I'll tell you how a little bit about each piece. So let's get the show started. First off, we've got the tech that is for sale that you would probably really like if you're a big techie in any way. First off is the Lego Mindstorm. Now, basically what this is I've actually worked with this. It is a bunch of Lego pieces, basically. It's kind of like Kinect and Lego put together, and you can make a bunch of little different robots. You can make little cars and robots. It has speaker, touch, light, and it's like, okay, basically it can hear you, it can see you, it has a touch sensitivity to it, and I think it also has a light brightness sensitivity to it, if I can remember correctly. There is just a bunch of different stuff you can do with these, and basically you program this in, you build it and you program it in, and you can have little robots to do things for you, and it runs off. There was an app for it for Android devices that it hooks up through Bluetooth. And certain phones will do it, some won't, because of how the Bluetooth works in them, unfortunately. But yeah, you can control it with the phone through Bluetooth. For instance, you had a little robot. You can make it walk around, and you can make it come over here, and you can push this button to make it grab this and carry it to you, or something like that. And it all runs off of just what you installed, like the eyes and the servo motors and stuff like that. It's really good little project for engineers and such kind of things. It's actually really simple. They made it really easy. It's actually considered a kid's toy if you get it for a kid. It's you can buy a big set, a 600-piece set, for about $200. So it's actually a pretty good deal. Next, we've got the Robotic Arm Edge. It's exactly what it says. It's a big robotic arm. It can grab stuff. It's not very big, like size-wise, but it can grab stuff. It can pick up things weighing up to, I think, 100 grams. But it can, twist around and can bend back and forth. It's 120-degree vertical reach, and I don't know how wide the prongs get on it or anything, but it's only $55. If you wanted to show off, I guess, and say, "Ooh, look at me, I've got a servo arm," then there you go. Servo arms in themselves are pretty cool. It teaches you a lot of engineering stuff if you actually look at the details of it. Number 3, we've got a Rubik's Mirror Block Cube. And basically what that is it's a Rubik's Cube, but it's all the same color, and it's not like the original Rubik's Cube where you have different colors. Instead, they're all mirrors, and you basically have 3 sections of the cube. There's thick, mid, and really thin slivers of the cube. And you mix it up. And so you've got these 3 different proportions in each section of the cube now. And you have to get them all to line up directly the same way, where you've got thin, mid, and thick. And it's more complex of a Rubik's Cube is what it is. And it's only $15. So if you like Rubik's Cube, you'll probably like that a lot. You've got number 4 is the USB missile launcher. just funny stuff right there. You've got you know, like the Nerf guns that launch the little darts. This one does that, but you can hook it up to your computer and launch it with a program directly off your computer, and they'll launch up to 6 feet away. It comes with the missiles and the controlling software. It spins around, up and down. You can control it all on your computer, like a tiny little sand site or something, and launches up to 3 missiles at a time. I don't know if it's at the same time or not. It should be. You should be able to, you would think. And that's going for $30. Then you've got, if you're a big music person, they have fret-tight guitars. I think is how you say that. And I really can't say a lot about the guitars because I don't know a lot about the guitars. But basically, they're modeled after some great bodies like the Gibson and the Fender. And I mean, it's just really a guitar. It doesn't have, the price varies, so it doesn't have a single price on it. But yeah, you might want to look that up. And anyway, then we've got the Long Strike sniper rifle from Nerf. Is $30. I'm sure you've seen commercials on that. It's actually pretty fun. I had one. I tried it, and it's pretty funny. It can actually hurt if you get too close to people. I took it and shot my brother across the room and darted him right between the eyes, and it's pretty funny. It'll leave a little red dot if you actually aim it and everything right. It's pretty cool. And then we've got apparently one of their number 7 was model planes. Now, it's fairly straightforward what a model plane is. You just go out and buy the model planes, and then you build the model planes. They've got ones that are like just old aluminum pieces that you glue together, stuff like that. But it's still considered something geeky and a big tech item for techies, because even people like me that play a lot of games, I love building stuff. I love Legos, and I love just model stuff. I do it all the time. It's a really good hobby. A lot of time. You get a lot of pride in your work when you're done with it. And I can't give you a price on those either because they vary for model to model. But I would look that up too. They also have sorry, Gundam. If you're big into the Gundam Wing stuff, they have some model kits for the Gundam Wings that they're trying to sell. And the one they've got listed is $350. I don't know how that is for Gundam because I don't really look around at Gundam a whole lot, but if you're a big Gundam fan, you might want to get a model kit for a Gundam. Then they've got, and this is weird, it's called an EcoBot voice messenger. It's a little alien thing with bendable legs and suction cup feet. They can play back 10 seconds of recorded audio. And it's motion sensitive in the eye, so it plays it whenever someone walks by it. It's pretty funny actually. You could use it as like, if anyone's ever played Phantasy Star, you get a little parrot in there that whenever someone comes into your room, it'll sit there and it'll pop up the message of whatever you tell it to pop up. And you can actually get it to a voice recording if you've got a mic. And so that says whatever you want it to say. It's 10 seconds is quite a long time for an introductory message, actually. And it's running for about $17. Pretty funny. Then we've got RC car kits. And these are always fun, too. The electric RC cars. And it's kind of like the model cars. You can build it a little bit, but it doesn't give you as much of an option. And they're pretty expensive too, but I guess if you've got the money and you want it, then go ahead and go out and get it. And the kit comes for about $480. Then we've got the weird slime lab. This is interesting too, and you see commercials for this kind of thing every so often. They used to advertise it a lot more, but you can basically create your own. If you go to the dollar store or something, you get a little jar with the slime or the putty, and you can basically make your own. And it's running for about $17. Electronics learning kit. Basically, it'll teach you how to snap and solder circuits together without electrocution and such, and it'll give you schematics and stuff like that. It's a learning kit for electricians, basically. They're basic electrical wiring anyway, and so that's a big one. That's only $60. Apparently, one of their other things was Brain Quest. If you've got a kid, it's really good for them because it's for lower ages, but it's basically an educational workbook for little kids, and it's running about $10. It's called Brain Quest. Minecraft was one of the biggest, and we'll get on another subject on Minecraft here shortly, one of the biggest nerd/geek items out there right now. It's $15. It's an amazing game. Go get it. Literally, I cannot brag enough about this game. Go get it. Eyesight Mini Task Light was number 15. Basically, it is like if you have a 360, an Xbox 360, and you have the wireless mic, it's about the same size, but it's a light. And it's just a light. It's self-explanatory. It sits on your ear, gives you a good amount of light. It's $13. The Eyesight. Then we've got the iPod Touch was number 16. That's pretty self-explanatory. Prices differ depending on what you apps and everything else. Android tablets were number 17. Alex Super Sleuth Kit. Honestly, I don't know. I do not know. You could go look it up or something. I don't have a lot of information on this one. It says it comes with a flashlight, spy glasses, magnifying glass, and can teach you how to create composite IDs and take fingerprints. But honestly, it seems like more of a younger kid kind of thing to me. Maybe not some people. It might not be for some people, but to me it's something I had when I was little. And it goes for about $24. And then we've got the spaceship kits. Same as model cars, model planes, stuff like that. But you can build spaceships like the spaceship from Star Trek and things like that. And the prices for those vary by models as well. Models, sizes, stuff like that. Then we've got as number 20, we have the Gross Magic Kit. Honestly, I'm not sure kind of what that is either. I would assume it's more of that you can make your own slime kind of thing going for it. And it's $30. It gives you a lot more stuff, I think, too. And those are the Geek things for the day. Now, one last thing before I go. I told you guys I would keep you updated on how exactly this is all going to play out with Notch and Bethesda wanting to sue Notch over the game Scrolls. This is probably the funniest thing I've read in a very long time. Notch literally challenged Bethesda to a game war. They are going to go, and Bethesda hasn't accepted or not yet, but he wants to go play 3 rounds of Quake. Or no. He wants to play, it's a 3v3. 3 of Notch's people versus 3 of Bethesda people. 2 levels. 1 is picked by Notch, 1 is picked by Bethesda. And they're going to randomize the levels so that they have no, like, this map is first or this map is first. At 20-minute matches, highest total frag count by the end of both matches is the winner. And literally, he said if Notch wins, they drop the lawsuit. And if Bethesda wins, Notch will change the name of his Scrolls game to something that they want. Anything that they want. Even though Scrolls is still not breaking anything about the Elder Scrolls games with the name. But Notch is going to be completely upfront and say, I am dead serious. I want to challenge you to a Quake match. It is amazing. He's literally quoted saying, remember that scene in Game of Thrones where Tyrion chooses a trial by battle of the Eyrie? Well, let's do that instead. Instead of this lawsuit, let's have a battle off. That is just amazing. I hope Bethesda accepts this, because this is just going to be, it's almost historical what he's trying to do here. Because if we could settle all the world's problems with a game, imagine where we'd be right now. That would be the best thing ever. So yeah, I will keep you guys posted definitely on how that's working out. But right now, I am out of time. I gotta go. This has been Thomas Talks. Thank you.